Gesneriad Society Convention 2017. This is the Achimenes section. There are 4 Achimenes plants and 1 Achimenantha in this section, and they were all grown and entered by Brandon Erickson. And I'm here with Brandon. Hi, Brandon.
Hello.
And I'd like to just go through these one by one, and maybe you can tell me a little bit about them. Starting with this one, just in order. This is Camille Requenze, which I believe is an old hybrid.
That's what I was told, is it's a fairly old hybrid.
Can you tell me a little bit about how this grows for you?
This one, I've only been growing it for the last year. I actually received the first rhizomes from it, or for it, from the Gesneriad Society last year in Delaware. I grew it as soon as I got home. It just explodes into growth. Every now and then I will pinch it back a little bit just to kind of get a little bit fuller plant. But as you can see, it is exceedingly floriferous.
Yeah.
This has been in bloom probably for about 3 or 4 weeks already. So we're kind of at the end of its peak, but it's still, I mean, the sheer number of buds that you get is just amazing.
And was this grown under lights, or?
This was grown under lights. I grow everything in my basement
Okay.
on light shelves, so they never really get to see the sun.
Okay. How about this next one? This is Achimenes Misery, which is a species, and I have to just say this is really spectacular, the number of flowers on this plant. They're little, but overall it just makes a great show.
With this one, as you know from watching some of the other films on this show, I'm a hybridizer, and I received this one in the mail probably about 6 months or so ago, and the reason why I got it was because I wanted to go ahead and bring some of the species back in. And growing it, as you can see, it's not difficult to grow, but it does like to sprawl, so you're going to have to keep it controlled a little bit. But yeah, it blooms, amazing number of blooms.
So you're planning to hybridize with this? Have
Yes.
you done any yet?
No, I have not. I did talk with Dale Martens, and Dale Martens has used it in hybridizing.
Cool. That's great. And the next one is the Achimenantha, which has a really striking flower. This is Northwood Sunburst, which is a Dale Martens hybrid. So tell us a little about that.
I actually didn't know much about this one. I had gotten it actually the same time I got the Misery Achimenes, and I decided I wanted to grow it just to see what the color was going to be. So I really don't know a lot about that plant.
The flowers are spectacular. I think that the judges would have wanted to have more flowers, as was their issue, but I just find it a really beautiful specimen.
2 weeks from now, if you look under...
Oh yeah, okay.
I mean, just a couple weeks from
There's
now...
like 2 more spikes right there.
And then there's some back here too.
Wow, okay.
I mean, so it
So
will be very floriferous if it was just a little older.
Let's skip this one and go to this next one first. This is Minis Argentina. What do you know about this?
Again, this is one I really don't know that much about. I also ordered this one online. But the bloom is just very, very striking. I like the edging to it. This one is one of the first ones I'm going to try to cross with Misery.
Very nice plant. It looks like it's just starting to bloom, that it's got a lot more buds.
Yeah, I had like maybe 3 blooms when I entered it. So it's been opening up as the show has been progressing.
Wow, okay. And I saved the best for last because this is Achimenes Petite Marquis, which won a blue ribbon and got a lot of attention, a lot of interest in the show. It's a small plant, but just covered with flowers. So tell us about this.
This one, actually, I was unsure if I was going to even enter it.
Really?
Because at the time, these back 2 growths were not actually blooming very well. I decided to throw it in at the last second. And I don't know much about, I don't know who hybridized it, and I don't know much about its ancestry. Although, from the look of the bloom, I could almost bet that there's some Misery in there, because it's so small and it's so compact.
Right. Yeah, the flowers are small, but there's so many of them, and the color is really vibrant. So it's a really beautiful Achimenes. Well, that's great. Let me pan back again and show all 5 entries and the man that grew them. Congratulations, Brandon. You single-handedly filled out the Achimenes class with probably more Achimenes than we've had in the show in many years. Good work.
Thank you.